히트 시즌2.
But we're not. We got another game coming to you guys. It's going to be SK Telecom versus CJ Entis to decide what place CJ is in for the playoffs.
This is going to be basically a really nice exhibition match between these two teams. We're going to be starting things off with Dark versus herO, of course. And we'll see if Dark can prove himself here in the matchup he won Star League Season 1 with against Stats. An important matchup, and herO has really picked it up. He had a weak start to round 3, but he just defeated Rogue as well in their most recent match to actually clinch it for CJ, which allows them their spot in the playoffs. Should be a great first match.
Yeah, I'm feeling the herO hype nowadays. Dark also having a bit of trouble. I think he's won 1 game in his last 4, which is not very Dark-like, to be honest. So
yeah, he won that one ZVZ. I can't remember who it was against, but it was not
that guy.
Yeah, it was
against that guy. Yeah. Somebody actually should name themselves that guy. So they could be that guy.
They could be that guy.
Maybe I could do that. My name is just Valdez.
Well,
my the name that I use online actually nowadays is Dry Banana. You know about this?
Yeah, I know about this.
We were playing CSGO.
I know about this.
Yeah, we're playing CSGO, and I have the picture of a Dry Banana actually as my profile. People have mistaken it for other things, but it's just a dried banana.
It is in fact a dried banana. If you leave it out long enough, it will in fact dry up. That's how bananas work. And if you talk to any of the casting team that was actually at the herO's Summer Global Championship in Sweden, you'll know that we know everything about bananas, including their potassium count, amongst other things.
What? Why? What are you guys doing over there?
Well, you'll have to ask me about it some other time.
This kind of thing happens at events, though, like where, I don't know, like memes are born.
Yeah. But there were secret memes, like nobody really knew. We kept it to ourselves, but like we made secret banana jokes every now and then, and nobody knew. You asked me.
One guy's connecting the dots. He's like, "Oh my God, it's Illuminati. Bananas have some meaning in the herO's community."
Well, it'd be like, well, this game is bananas. The other guy would like try not to laugh. And it's like, what? Why is that? It's like not funny.
Yeah.
Why are we even explaining this? Why are we even talking about this, Valdez? Let's talk about this bonus match, which is what you described earlier, I think, perfectly. This is like when you go to like the 4th stage in Galaga, you can shoot those bugs. Like, if you get all of them, you get like 10,000 extra points or whatever. If you get the perfect, but if you don't, you get points. But points don't really matter in real life. Doesn't matter. It's like, why are you playing Galaga? You should play a more modern game.
It's like, whose line is it anyway?
I like Galaga though. It's a great game, but this is like the bonus stage in Galaga for both teams, especially for SKT. They are already out. They are down at the bottom of the ranking. I guess for SKT, a win here would mean that they don't take last place. Okay, that's all
true.
that they can get here.
Is SKT known as the best team in Korea for a long time?
In all esports,
also the sponsor of Pro League. Are they going to be in last place? That is the question tonight. Well, herO has a really favored ratio there against Stark, 15-6. Dude, the base taste is going wild today. What is happening?
Well, he's about to skyrocket his votes down to 35, man. If he keeps this up. Yeah. He's going a bit too based.
Well, guys, we are going to jump into game number 1 of the 3rd match tonight, Dark versus herO. Down in the bottom right, in the orange, it's Dark.
And up to the top in yellow, it is herO.
Looking really focused. There's got to be some benefit to getting 3rd over 4th. I don't know what it is. I feel like we should know what it is.
About to find out.
As the casters of this tournament, but
I'm gonna ask the writer. He's gonna tell me.
Yeah, the writer actually knows everything. if we ever have any questions about the format or what we're going to do or, you know, certain situations, he's like, oh, no, I was studying this for about 2 hours last night. And, yeah, so you're going to ask him. We're going to find out. And we'll see, you know, why it matters for CJ here if they do get 3rd or 4th. Because, I mean, the way herO is focusing, it's not like he's taking this lightly. He's, like, in the zone. It's like he's playing a finals right now. I mean, I'm sure he wants to beat Dark on stage again for the 16th time and also extend his lead even farther so that he can even look even better, right, for everyone. But
yeah, he can get his 103rd win, I believe, from this. And as you said, already extend your lead further in the winners ranking. Wow. 1 base.
Yeah, this is, well, he definitely wants to get his tech out very fast, comparatively.
Yeah, I mean, it's not actually going to be a 1 base build, probably, but...
It's a 2-player map as well, you know, you just want to play it safe. I think there is a hole there.
What if he just goes, like, Blink or something? That would be crazy, or DTs. I'm really
Rush
excited to see what
DTs for, like, the first time in a long time.
There's no
he does have both gases. I mean, is he mining from both? Yes, he is.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a rush tech here before the Nexus. The question is what it's going to be. I think we're going to see a Twilight Council. Good research. What did he chrono? I just heard the chrono, so it must be the Warp Gate research.
Yeah.
Or the Stalker, I guess, to deny a scout.
Robo. What is happening, Wolf?
Oh my god.
What is happening?
Do you remember a game that was played on in the SSL group that didn't matter with Hush? That was played on... How was that map?
Why did it not matter?
It didn't matter because they were...
One of the games, you mean?
It didn't matter for Hush anyways. They did like a 1 base like disruptor drop.
Yeah, and he's going to lose this Overlord because he went Stalker first, which, you know, Zest actually paused the game and we sat there. Well, he could just go outside and kill it. But Ling gets in. Oh, no, look at this probe. He's like, no, no, don't look at it. He knows something's up, but he puts down a 3rd base anyway. He's like, no, it's fine. Because he got in there and he sees a very late Nexus, so like...
Oh, here we go. It's a disruptor drop again. So if you've been watching Wolf casts of disruptor and Colossi drops throughout the past year, you'll know that I am the biggest anti-fan of these builds, and I think that they're weak and they're bad. And I'm not going to call this game over right now, but Dark is a champion, and this is not going to defeat him, is my official prediction to keep it PC about how I feel about what's about to happen in this game. I feel like it's Warp Prism speed instead. I'm like, oh, never mind. No, he's...
Okay, so we have the official update on why 3rd is better than 4th. You get 10 extra points. That's it. Both these teams are already in the playoffs, so they kind of, you know, they were going to get those points.
No, but I think what he's saying is if you lose the 3rd, 4th place match, you get 10 more points.
I don't think so.
Because I think points are only based on your... I don't know. We'll talk about it later, but there's got to be something, though. Let Overlord, you think you're sneaky back there, but we can see you.
Yeah. All he said in the text was, like, 3rd place is 61, and 4th place is 51, and here's, like, the differential.
All right, well... It very well may be...
Okay, so this is what, like, really what this means, is that if CJ wins and gets third place, then Afrika has to win their match in order to get into the Grand Postseason playoffs.
Okay. That's all we needed to know.
Yeah, so it's a big deal for Afrika. They don't want CJ to win so that they can have that kind of buffer, you know?
This is very obvious to Dark what's happening here. Obviously, he has several queens. By the way, queen range got buffed. Bad timing to use this build, I think.
Look at that split! As you said, Wolf said it very well. Dark is a champion! He's not going to die to this. He's not going to lose a lot of his drones.
Well, I mean, it's not like... It's like this game is over because he killed only 3 drones and committed this much to tech. The problem is that it's going to be very difficult for him to take a 3rd base now against all this link pressure. In fact, maybe even impossible. And he's going to lose this disruptor. He has to drop it.
Whoop.
Oh my god, he barely gets out. That
Scooped
was pretty
it up.
awesome.
Yeah.
25 hit points left. We're going to see a Baneling drop here, not surprising. A double Baneling drop, in fact.
This is Dark after all, and he is playing against Protoss after all. So we'll see what this can get done. This Warp Prism is flying around, almost scouts it over there.
Dark is droning up while he does this. He's adding a few more lings. He's got +1. He's going to be going into that Baneling Hydra style, it looks like. Not putting any direct pressure onto the third base right now, and not losing any more than one drone.
Here we go, immediate overcharge and no drop.
Not the best control here from Dark.
Oh! Poke the sentries. They didn't lose any real health, just shields.
Some indecision there. The second drop, because it doesn't come in at the second time, is predictable and will likely be shut down hard. There's even a patrolling unit looking for it in the main base. A snipe. Oh, there's maybe go for the queen. This is starting to add up. The more this happens,
as long as it doesn't die,
yeah,
it's good.
And he only committed to one disruptor initially. Was that a cannon? Cannon cancel, I guess, probably. Unless it was the second forge. Okay. Oh, he needs a second hit though.
Yeah, there are about 8 red drone or probes right now.
Well, he's just going to actually go for a Baneling attack without the Hydras. He's just going to do an all-in from here.
Oop.
2 more drones.
He actually moved that all the way, and he didn't stop it. He would have gotten a lot more, but
I think he's realizes this is coming. He's trying to freak out that call.
Oh boy.
Committing to the pylons there. The key, though, is the wall. If he can break the wall down with the Banelings, the Lings will probably end the game. Blink used here aggressively.
And look at this army from the Protoss. It's like minuscule. It's tiny.
He basically has 2 disruptors and a few stalkers. One of the things that Dark could do if he had more overlords over here is elevator more Lings in the main all at once.
Is he looking? Yes, he is.
Like defensive with a disruptor.
He's a champion as well. They're both champions.
Yeah, they're both champions.
Little things that count.
The drop does no damage. You know, he loses all 4 Banelings, but he has a third base. He has a lot of units. It's going to be tough for herO to make this counterattack work. The thing is that he has 2 disruptors, and if he gets critical disruptor hits on these things, this could be really scary. He also has a decent amount of sentries, 4, with mostly full energy. This has been a pretty weird game, man.
He's got +1 too. Be pretty nice. We have a huge counterattack from Dark. He thinks that hero's just pressuring him making a third base.
That disruptor hit is about as good as he gets.
Oh, he's actually coming from behind, it looks like. He wants to surround this Protoss army.
He wants to also threaten cancel on this third base, yeah. There you go. Another drop overlord being produced, and 2 disruptors are better than 1, as you might imagine. Oh, that was so lucky. Second one not going to be so much. And he gets out. And this is actually starting to be too much damage. He's down in drones. He has to consistently deny this third base, or herO is just going to have a better army with better upgrades.
And this time, herO is backed off. He wants to defend this.
I think he can still...
Would have been close. Probably could have gotten that.
It might not have been worth it, though.
Yeah. Just cancel and remake it right away.
Dark is not advancing his tech in any way. He's only... Oh, God. You should probably just keep a Droverlord over here to pick up the drones. How are you going to hit him then? I'm not even kidding, man. That's the best way to
actually like a really good idea.
It's like pretty meta, but I mean, I think that he's going to have a better chance saving his drones with the drop overlord than he is going to be hitting his Banelings on the disruptors.
I guess the only thing is that they would drop out slowly, so it would be like annoying to get them back on the line and delay a lot of mining time, but it's better than losing 5 every time the disruptors come in.
Dark has an inferior army, and that's going to become a bigger problem the longer this game goes on with Glaives +2, Archons. I mean, the natural born enemy, well, maybe artificially born enemy of the Baneling is the Archon. I think it takes 2017 Banelings to kill an Archon. I haven't done the exact math, but it's somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there, yeah. You're definitely
give or take.
You're close for sure. And another drop coming in. Is herO going to see it this time? He's distracting at the third base. Overcharges. There's like no probes here, but there are a lot here, and he pulls the important base.
Late drop, hits the stalkers.
This is where a lot of the damage is coming in here.
There better not be a single person who... all right, well, I mean, this game is over. The there's a lot to say about it. Let's commentate the last bits of it, Valdez, as we watch Dark die.
Some Banelings. Oh, they all die immediately.
Archons are good versus Banelings, even if you only have one. Dark's gonna type out. GG.
There it is. So game number 1 going over to herO. Very calmly, dropping it down. Feeling pretty good about himself, I'd imagine, right now. 18 wins in a shorter season.
I don't really think he won that game because of his build. He just played a better follow-up than Dark did. That was a really weird game.
Dark just like overcommitted to the third base canceling, you know? He never really committed to economy. He was sitting on like 45 drones for so long.
He made like pure links versus a disruptor build. Then went for the game really ended when he went for that big link Baneling attack and then couldn't break through.
And you could see
he couldn't do damage with his Baneling drops either. I mean, I really think that if you put someone else in that booth or if Dark is playing a better game, that still goes his way. But herO started getting more and more damage done the longer that game went on, and when he had a second disruptor, obviously the damage potential doubled. And there was just never any real answer for that disruptor. So
that's not us.
That's not us.
We can pretend like it's us. So how are you feeling about this, Kanata?
Well, it was, you know, it was great. I love disruptor drops. They're definitely in the meta. And then Daehan is like, oh my god, no way, Kanata, he's lost his marbles, man.
This is why your prediction rate is so low, Kanata. To predict these Protoss players, you think the disruptors are going to save them? They build disruptors.